On 2nd October 1869, a boy was born in the coastal area of Porbandar, a princely state in British India. Nobody knew that time that the boy will grow up to be known as Mahatma, our great soul, to the world and will be the prominent figure in getting India freedom from the British rule. He gave the principles of Satyagraha, which means adherence to truth, and non-violence, which he followed in personal as well as political field throughout his life without any exception. He inspired many great leaders and spokespersons like Nelson Mandela, Martin Luther King Jr., and Aung San Suu Kyi. He is known as Bapu or Father among Indians. He is the father of my nation. Today I am going to commemorate Mahatma Gandhi's principles and achievements at national as well as international stage. Gandhi studied law at University College London, England, where he was trained as a barrister at the Inner Temple. When he came back to India, he could not cope up with his profession very well because he was too shy to speak in court. Nobody could have imagined that time that one day he will become a great speaker who will speak out in front of the entire nation, persuading them to fight against British rule. He worked in South Africa for an Indian firm where he learned and developed political leadership skills, political view and ethics in life, not because it was part of his job, but because he faced a lot of discrimination and other social injustice by British government. In one of the incidents where Gandhi was thrown out of a train and beaten up because he was traveling in first class compartment where colored people were not allowed to travel, Gandhi started to question his very place in society and other people's position under British rule. But no matter how much trouble Gandhi had to face, he never fought for himself. He was always fighting for the society. When Gandhi came back to India, he first started to unite Hindus and Muslims and various small and large political parties to form a strong ally against British. He opposed Parda system in which a woman has to cover her face in front of people. He opposed child marriage, untouchability and suppression of Hindu widows. He urged women to participate in various campaigns as no less than men. He was always a strong believer in giving equal rights to everyone disregard to their gender, race or religion. This kind of support was received for the first time to Indian women, which gave them a new hope. They started participating actively at every front of freedom movement. Many people around the world doubted Gandhi for implementing non-violence and truth as the weapons of resistance against British. They stated that it can never work because nobody in history had ever gained anything like this to win with non-violence. Because till then, for every resistance there was a bloodshed. The term Satyagraha, which means adherence to truth and non-violence, given by Gandhi, were actually termed as Gandhism by people. But on one occasion, Gandhi said that it's not him who has introduced the terms to the world. They were there since always. He's just following the path of Satyagraha and peace. And the path should not be called Gandhism. Martin Luther King, a great civil rights activist from US and inspired from Gandhi, termed Satyagraha as soul force in his famous speech, I Have a Dream. Mahatma Gandhi not only successfully achieved in gaining freedom from British rule, but his method also he worked hard to uplift backwards, untouchables, women's, as well as provided the concept of self-sufficiency for the rural India. He said that the backbone of a country lives in villages, and to have a prosperous India, we need to have a prosperous rural India. In the end, I would like to repeat that the words of a great European physicist and thinker Albert Einstein, who said of Gandhi that Mahatma Gandhi's life achievement stands unique in political history. He has invented a completely new and humane means of for the liberation war of an oppressed country and practiced it with greatest energy and devotion. The moral influence he had on the consciously thinking human being of the entire civilized world will probably be much more lasting than it seems in our time. With its overestimation of brutal violent forces, because lasting will only be the work of such statesmen who wake up and strengthen the moral power of their people throughout the example and educational work. We may all be happy and grateful that destiny gifted us with such an enlightened contemporary, a role model for the generations to come. Thanks a lot for watching my video. I wish you a nice day.